interfere.
Welcome to the Four Guys with Quarters show. With your hosts Inferno, Assassin, and Clowns.
All right, we are back. Welcome, everyone, to the 4GwQPodcast podcast, episode 38 for April 16th, 2015. This week, we have a special guest back with us after not so long of a hiatus, but we love to have him back. Chef Big Willie, what's up, man?
Hey, Four Guys with Quarters, you guys are awesome. Woo woo! I couldn't wait to be back on the show, gamers. Definitely supporting amazing members of the community that are bringing you that awesome game action and just really care about you guys. So when they said, hey, the Four Guys with Quarters would love to have you here, Chef Big Willie, I was like, sign me up! Woo woo!
Nice. All right, we can sure make this like a monthly thing, Chef, if you're willing to go for that.
I'm absolutely down with that. You
Nice.
guys are amazing. You guys can count on me once a month for sure.
Nice.
For sure.
All right, well,
that's what I'm here for.
This week we've got our usual cast of characters with us. We got ZPCI Assassin. What's up?
What's up?
And we've got Little Turtle Boy.
Hello.
And Clowns, as always.
Yo, what's up?
Hopefully he'll get his cam back next week.
Yep, that's what we're going for.
All right, and so this week is a very special week. One of the biggest releases of 2015, undoubtedly one of the biggest releases, came out on Tuesday, and that's pretty much what we're going to talk about all episode long, essentially. So if you're here for Mortal Kombat, you are in the right place. We'll talk about a few other news stories that went on this week, but most of the show we're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat X. The fighting game for the next-gen consoles. Let's start there. Is it the fighting game, you think, guys? Chef?
It's definitely the fighting game for me, guys. You know what? I love Killer Instinct. I love what they did with Killer Instinct. The $40 marketing price was great, but sign me up for $80 for Mortal Kombat. Give me Jason Voorhees. Give me Predator. I'm ready. I'm running my Fight Club on here daily because it gets back to that old 1993 flair, man, when we were all standing in there and we were like, whoa! And we heard Scorpion say, get over here! And we all went over there because there was no way you were not going to tune in and get in there and start just learning from the pros what was going on. And that's what we got going on with Mortal Kombat 10. I'm feeling it every day. I'm playing it right now as I'm talking to you, gamers. It's that good. I'm multitasking, using my brain while doing fatalities. But it's so intuitive. They made it so now you can just post fatalities up there so that if you have ADD and dyslexia like I do, you can just see the fatality posted so you're ready to rip your friend's face off in like 2 seconds. Don't hesitate. Get on Mortal Kombat 10.
Actually, if you're watching the video version, or if you're not watching the video version, you'll listen to it later. Sorry, you're not going to see this. But if you're watching the video version, that point that Chef just made, we have some screenshots of that where you can go into the move list. You can pin it almost to right underneath your health bar, so those moves that are tricky you can't memorize are right there for you. And those pesky fatalities, it's not like back in the day on the PlayStation where you have your book next to you and it goes finish him and you're like, no, I only have like 5 seconds, quick.
That's awesome.
Which one is it? Back, forward, back, forward, forward, back, forward, back. Damn it, what side am I on? No, it tells you exactly what to press. No, I mean, it changes per side that you're on, so that's awesome. Like, you just press exactly what you see that's pinned up there. And like Chef just said with the dyslexia thing, like, the fact that it even switches sides is so awesome that, people can get really good at this game in a short amount of time and feel like they can actually do some work on multiplayer. Am I right, guys, about that?
I feel so slow. I didn't know about this until just now.
Turtle.
I didn't know.
Turtle, you can go into your move list.
Every time it says finish him, I'm always like pressing start and quickly going through the move list to find the fatality.
I'm still doing that, Turtle. I'm still doing that, bud. But now that I can remember every once in a while and set it, it's, when as a gamer you got so much going on, and that's one of the things I want to talk about again with Mortal Kombat. People have been asking me, Chef, is it just a typical fighting game? No, each character has 3 unique styles. So I'm using Aaron Black right now. He's the gunslinger, and he's one of the new characters, and I'm using the marksman style. So he fights a lot like Deathlock from Injustice, where at range with the assault rifle, up close with the pistol. pistol. And then, but you could switch up close to another style with him where you're using a sword and stuff, or his gunslinger style where you're like flipping coins and shoot them. Each style adding unique moves, which is going to add unique strategy to the game, which is going to keep that, again, that arcade, like what tactic is going to change tomorrow and be OP, or who's going to dominate with like those move selections the next day. It's just amazing. I just love seeing how the community is rocking.
Yeah, and I feel like even though, like, honestly, for me with the multiplayer, like, I know we're all over the place, but it's all about Mortal Kombat, so it doesn't matter. I feel like online, I'm seeing a lot of Raiden, I'm seeing a lot of Kano, but I mean, it's not like they're using the same variant, like you said, Chef. I mean, some people are going, with one variant over the other. I mean, there's 3 variants, like you said. So, you're going to see a different character. You're going to have to, step your game up. You can't defend Raiden the same way every time you play him. You're going to have to figure out what variant that is and then adjust accordingly.
Exactly.
And to the person who played me in King of the Hill as Jax, and you just sat down and shot me with an Uzi over and over, I'm coming for you, wherever you are.
Right.
I suggest a counter to that would be using Goro and just drop from the sky on his head, or using Melina with her or Scorpion. Scorpion's back throw where he just jumps through the world. The reverse A button. That's what I would do in that situation. Mm-hmm. That's why I've been running like a fight shop symposium. If I had to qualify my style, I would say it's arcade cheese. What do you mean, Chef? Well, back in the day in the arcade, you didn't want to go home. You didn't want to lose your quarter. So I specialize in like jump kicks, coming in with uppercuts, timing it so as the character's rising from the ground, my uppercut will always hit. And again, that's a little bit of a arcade cheese that you would only learned in the arcades back in the day. And so when somebody's using a move like they're just over and over, say, dropping low and shooting, well, if you go with up, down with Goro, you're going to land on their head and you're going to punish them for that. It's all about seeing like the flaws in your enemy's defense, and especially there's games definitely balanced to counter any type of arcade cheese. There's counters to my own cheese. No.
Yep, absolutely.
The thing is, though, Chef, is that actually works like very often online. That strategy, even though you think like that's obvious because we're old guys. Some of us are old guys here and played Mortal Kombat in the arcades, and it's like, damn it! I mean, this strategy's been around for for 20 years now. Hard to imagine that was over 20 years ago, but people use that strategy and you're successful with it because you got these young gamers who've never played in the arcades or played a game with that kind of strategy, and they're like, helpless against the jump kicks.
Sure.
It's crazy.
Sure.
But
you'll see the best pros in this. They'll do all the perfect combos. They'll do all the perfect moves. They're gonna put the time in. I plan on investing as much time into Mortal Kombat as I have into Battlefield. So I like to see marked improvement, weekly, monthly. And you got the training rooms you have where you can go in and train on fatalities. You got brutalities. So not only is like a fatality like as bad as it is to see, but when you're doing a brutality, you're going to meet a marked condition on the map. Say like throw 15 fireballs and finish pushing forward on your stick with the A button. And that might seem complex, but last night when I did one accidentally, I dropped low with Johnny Cage, did his iconic splits uppercut nut punch. It made Scorpion's head pop off. It was the most awesome brutality I ever seen. I recorded it. I made a clip about it. I'm going to be editing it a little bit. And I'm just saying that, like, this game is going to allow the technical fighter to take his level and his craft to a point that, yeah, there are going to be fighters that people won't challenge. You're going to go into rooms and they're going to be fighters with, 105 wins and 3 losses, guys that are just monsters, guys that don't cheese and don't just, do the same move over and over again, but guys that know every combo, every maneuver, know every fight style. And that's what I want to be. I want to be the guy that when Mortal Kombat 11 comes out, they're like, uh-oh. It's Chef's Fight Club 11th, and that's what I love. I mean, 22 years since 1993, and I feel like confident in this game, like not stressed. Sure, losses happen too. If you lose online, don't stress. You always have things like peer-to-peer connectivity. You never know if a guy's maybe somewhere else far in the world where it's given him an unfair advantage or a host advantage. Again, I would always practice against the computer, work up your moves, get to know where you have every fatality memorized for the character you want to use every move, and then just get in there. Sorry, guys, I love to. I'll go on forever.
I know you will. That's why we got you. That's why we got you here, man. I mean, you've been really passionate about MKX in the past couple of days, and I mean your streams have been getting, tons of people because you literally have something constructive to say about the game like every minute of your stream. It's crazy. Like some people will just babble on about nonsense, but you have an awesome understanding of this game, and especially from your background with all the old games and stuff. Like you're obviously a Mortal Kombat fan, so like people want to hear about your style and everything. So
thank you, man.
But what was I gonna ask? Oh yeah, brutalities. We just mentioned brutalities really quick. In the old games, brutalities were like a million button presses. It was just like bash him until he just explodes into a million bones. I don't know if I bet you Chef's played it, but Clowns or Turtle or Assassin, have you guys played like Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 or anything like that from the old Genesis or arcades or anything? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I might have played it in Genesis and in the arcade.
Yeah, Chef, you've played it, right?
Oh yeah, every Mortal Kombat. Yeah, there's so many. I'm like, I can't even remember. I played that side-scroller adventure game they had where you played as like Sub-Zero. I love that back in the day, but everybody like hates on it.
Dude, I love that one. I love that one.
Definitely. Mortal Kombat 9 was probably the pinnacle for me. That and 8, I really just loved when they started bringing in just new characters like Shao Kahn and stuff, and then also Quan Chi and Kin Chi and stuff. It just excelled. But you know what, guys? We've been hearing from me all podcasts. I'll talk forever. So let's hear from Turtles, guys. I love you guys. Let's hear from some other podcasts.
Yeah. All right. Let's hear from Turtle because Turtle was very down on this game initially. So have you come around, Turtle? Or go ahead. Give us your opinion.
Well, thanks to some of the tips from everyone, like all of you guys and everything, I've actually kind of gotten a little better. At first, I was having trouble memorizing just basic controls, like holding left and X at the same, just basic stuff. I guess I'm just not used to fighting games like this, and just jumping into it. I had to spend I don't know 2 hours or so just in practice mode, where I was just standing there just learning controls. But the last day or so, I'd say I'm getting more used to the controls, but overall, I think that it's probably one of the it's better than the last Mortal Kombat. What was the one that was I think it was just called Mortal Kombat. I can't remember.
Yeah, that was on the 360.
Yeah,
is that the one? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't play it on console. I had the PS Vita version, so controls were kind of limited.
Oh, gotcha.
And before that, the last one I played was Armageddon on the PS2. So it's been a long time. So I had to kind of get back into the series with X.
Yeah. It's a good point that you make because people like you that are used to the 3D fighters like Dead or Alive or Tekken or Soul Calibur, stuff like that. This is definitely an adjustment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and one thing that Chef said that I really liked was about people with weak connections getting unfair advantage online. We were playing King of the Hill and someone was just beating everyone the other day.
Yeah.
And one thing that I wanted to mention that I think would be a good feature for fighting games like this is I know everyone pretty much didn't like this game, but Dead or Alive, how if you played it, there's an option where you can simulate lag.
Oh, really?
When you're playing offline, you can simulate different levels of connectivity. So I think that would be a good thing for Mortal Kombat, maybe implement something like that.
A nice thing too also would just be to see a ping bar. With that again, Dead or Alive 4, which I excelled at and loved, one of my favorite fighting games, and Dead or Alive 5 is very fun too. But ping bar. If I don't want to be in a game pinged up with somebody, and if I see 4 bars green, that seems like a fair fight. That sounds like a go at a stop sign, or at a stoplight, go, green, go. But if I get in there and the guy has 2 yellow bars or 1 red or something, I think that's fair to me to have the option to say, you know what, I don't think that this player connectivity is going to be optimal for my enjoyment, so I'm going to leave here. And that is definitely something you want to see in fighting games, right. I think. And also, Yeah, when I'm broadcasting, I have to again look out for stuff like that because I'll have people actually come in and try to like mess with the latency of the match. Their characters skipping around, and yeah, I definitely would like to know the ping of a person before I got in a fight. I agree with you on that, Turtles, 100%.
Yeah, I think one of the modes that easily does that is King, King of the Hill. But other than that, Clowns, King of the Hill shows the ping ahead of time. But other than that, I mean, I think it's kind of limited on that, right, Clowns?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times too, you never know what people are doing, and the matches just freeze anyway. But I think the rooms, there's a way to tell in the regular rooms also.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to know.
But
thank you guys.
I don't know if, yeah, sometimes you get into a match with these people that have 3 out of 4 bars, and it's like, that's definitely reasonable. I'll fight against you. And then, like what happened to me and Clowns the other day when you just get into a match and it just like boots you for no reason. And you're the one with a better connectivity. Like, I just don't get that at all. We got a question in the chat. Gringo Lock. I don't know how. Gringo Loco.
One of my friends.
SC.
Yes.
Asks, do you recommend the D-pad, joystick, or both? This is a very interesting question because, the Xbox kind of gets a bad rap for the D-pad, and they have improved it for the Xbox One. But I mean, if you want to do console wars, which we're really not huge fans of here, but I mean, we'll go into it. I'd say the PlayStation D-pad is much better than the Xbox D-pad, but I mean, for this, I'm finding the D-pad very usable and actually preferable. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I go between. I have huge hands. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to boast or anything. I just do. So when I'm doing precision moves, I go to the directional pad for like quick taps, and I know I'm going to get that precision. When I'm doing long range, like jumping and like combos and leading into the movement, I'm using the stick, the fight stick. But for precision, I'm like for entering, like say a fatality or something, I'm going to use the directional pad.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I would agree, Gringo, on that. I would, with the broken controller that I have, and it looks like they're just jumping up and down, like waving their hands, all happy, because my joystick is broken a little bit. I use the D-pad for precision moves as well.
Shout out to Gringo Loco, by the way. Awesome viewer.
Gringo Loco, welcome. Yeah, so for... I see the point. I mean, if you got huge hands, like 6'7" beast that Chef Willie is.
Yeah, I am, dude. I mean, I'm just sorry, dude. Like, I hold this. I could do this controller with one hand. I like the like a controller that was like 12 inches wide. I'm buying a fight stick. Quit crying, Chef. I'm gonna buy a fight stick. I'm going for the $200 Mad Cat fight stick. We're actually doing a donation drive on our channel for it. It's been amazing, and the gamers have actually been like, Chef, here's $50. I'm like, what the? So we're going for it.
Yeah, if you want to help the giant, get his fight stick that he needs ever so dearly, go to his channel. I mean, Chef's got an awesome channel. His Twitch name has been cycling below his picture here. If you're watching the video version,
I appreciate it, guys.
So
I love you.
But
make sure you donate to the 4 Guys with Quarters first. You guys already
we don't
donated.
We don't have a donation tab actually.
Why the hell do you guys have a donation tab? You guys have a donation tab. You deserve it.
Maybe we'll set one up, but we weren't taking donations at first. But I mean, we're getting.
I understand
more popular,
though. Capital could get tricky on how to disperse it and stuff. Another conversation, another time. Whoa! When we have real conversation time podcast, capital dispersion.
we're getting serious on the 4 Guys Recorder tonight. But excellent segue, Chef. I got a picture of that fight stick, and I've got on the video version, I've got the title, When Will Chef Get His Arcade Stick? So we've got the picture of the Mad Catz arcade stick. It actually looks badass. I'm not going to lie. It looks really awesome. But,
dude, $200, we're going to be there. I'm going to build a table to sit that thing on so that, like, I'm sitting in my, like, thing. Like, I think I'll hook the table to my chair, dude. I love to build stuff. My cousin's even better than me. I might breed him in, dude. He's a total craftsman. Be like, cuz, build me that cherry wood cabinet, man. I want it to smell sweet while I'm kicking ass.
Oh, man. You should... I know you say on your channel a lot that you want to, start doing YouTube and everything. You could have a YouTube video of you building,
I think
of
that
steps
this will
of
be...
building it.
Sorry for interrupting. I think this will be the game I do that. I think I'm going into YouTube for Mortal Kombat for my channel. I think that's one of the things I can offer is fight strategies on characters, and it'll be one of the leading into The Witcher 3. which I want to do YouTube, guys. I want to do it. I realize now that's going to be a great way to connect. And I'm sorry again for interrupting you. God damn it. Chef with the slap.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I'm looking at this fight stick right now, and, you know, I've gotten so attached to my D-pad, I don't even know if I could go to joystick for this game. I really don't. And it looks like that's the only option on this thing. But other than that, it looks badass, man.
I think I would have to practice for at least a week with it, you know, get used to it and get that blister. Do you remember that blister you used to get on your middle long finger between that and the pointer finger for like working up and down that thing? Like, hey, Chef, yes, when you work the stick, whatever, we were arcade game stickers. Oh!
Nice. Yeah, no, I used to come home from the arcades 2 hours after with my hands were mangled, man. I couldn't even think about playing video games, and of course I was a gamer, so I still did. Face the pain, baby. Face the pain.
That's what Band-Aids were for.
That's right. And back in the day,
I need a Band-Aid and peroxide. My game's hard today.
What happened, honey? Did you just fall? No, I was playing video games.
Yeah. Were you playing baseball, a manly sport? No, I was over playing Street Fighter. You got in a fight? No, it's a video game. Well, what happened to that $10 for that art project? I got that art project. It's in my backpack. Well, my backpack's at Chris's house. No, I'll bring it over tomorrow. And it was always going to Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, man. I was guilty, dude. I think I was so malnourished for a big fat guy that I am. I don't know how I didn't eat school lunch for like 7 years, but that's probably why I'm alive nowadays, because I think they make it out of the gym mats.
Yeah, no
go
kidding.
American school lunches. Oh, the old gym mats would be awesome.
Oh, Assassin, I feel bad. I haven't gotten your opinion on joystick or D-pad. You want to give your opinion on that?
I mean, I guess it would be cool, you know, to have it, but I don't know how I would get used to it. I'm not even getting used to the controller for this type of a game. So
no, but just for the controller, D-pad or joystick on the regular controller?
I use both. Like when I want to do fatalities, you know, I don't want to screw up and punch some dude in the face by accident. You know, you gotta get that precision to rip, you know, someone's throat out and shove it down the throat, or throw a little kid through someone's stomach.
Yeah, I mean, let's get into a talk about that too. Like, the fatalities in this game are brutal, man. They are brutal. They live up to the hype, I think. I mean, I felt like the couple that I had seen were kind of lame, and then like you realize that these guys have 2 fatalities and 5 different brutalities, and then you've got your faction kill that you can do. So there's a lot of variety, and they're pretty much all pretty gruesome. I mean, what do you guys think about the fatalities? Live up to the hype or what?
You know, one thing I want to say real quick off that is just think about that. The faction fatalities bring in a unique thing about Mortal Kombat that in its own. A persistent online faction campaign. When you first put this game in, gamers, you're asked to pick a faction. Now, I picked the Shadow faction, and we're like in the 3rd in the world right now. So what's going on is you're out in the world, and you might get called to do as much damage to a boss character, you individually, as possible, but the tally added overall to all your comrades in your Shadow faction or Liu Key faction or one of the factions throughout the world. And I mean, that's amazing. I haven't seen a persistent online campaign like that since Chrome Hounds that I really cared about. So I mean, that just makes me want to like represent and do better for my faction. And then having faction unique and faction on faction fatalities, oh my god, what an awesome like just addition to the game that I never even considered they'd do. Back to you guys.
Yeah, dude, it's true, man. I mean, this kind of came out of nowhere, and it's such a welcome addition because it really adds so much more that you can do to the game. Like, people, I mean, fighting games, I mean, this kind of mixes in with the faction stuff and the towers and the living towers, but like dailies and hourly things to do on fighting games, like, I mean, this is unheard of, I feel like. What kind of fighting game gets you to come back every hour to do a different tower, every day to help your faction, or, you know, check up on those leaderboards? Like, no other fighting game has done this, for me at least. I can't even think of another fighting game like this.
I agree. I'm right there with you. I mean, I love Killer Instinct, but Metal Gear Combat. No, Mortal Kombat is there where I'm at. Sorry, I'm fighting a guy that's really in my face right now in Mortal Kombat 10. Woo!
Woo! What do you guys think about the fatalities? Live up to the hype or what?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I would say they live up to it. It's just I think that it was kind of spoiled from all of the pre-release videos. So there was kind of like not really much to like be surprised with.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, videos got out there showing every single fatality. Yeah, I tried to stay away from those, so I could be surprised.
I never watched one.
Yeah.
I never saw one, dude. I was like a kid at a candy store. Whoa! Was my reaction. It still is. I'm still unlocking them. And you got to go into the crypt to unlock them. That's what's so cool. I mean, you could unlock them by figuring them out, but if you go into the crypt earning coins, again, there's a crypt where you're going to search through, and you're going to unlock fatalities and brutalities in the crypt, again, giving you more replay value in the game. Definitely a fighter with... Oh, and one last thing that I can't stress out about enough. It has a AAA story with the most professional voice acting and just set appeal I've seen in a fighting game since the last Mortal Kombat that did it. It's a fighting game that makes you want to know how Scorpion became Skeleton Face, how Raiden fell from the Elder Gods, who Chinook was, and why he's such a badass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the point you made about the crypt, like the crypt feels like a whole separate thing. Like there was a lot of adventure thought that went into that. We've got the video rolling on the video version of the show right now. It's you have to like collect. It's more than just walking up to tombs and paying coins to unlock things. I mean, you got to go certain ways in the crypt. It's a maze. You got to pick up items to traverse different pitfalls and go through portals and all this kind of stuff. And it makes you want to do it instead of saying, oh, geez, I have to go to the crypt and go up to these statues and just pay money. No, I mean, this is it's like an adventure. It's a true adventure, and you can't get those fatalities unless you go to the crypt. So, I mean, it's worthwhile stuff. It's not crap.
Yeah, the crypt was one thing I was not expecting because I'm used to the older games where it's just like an overhead view of all the tombstones and you just select which ones you want.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And whenever I went into the crypt on this game, I was just like, all right, I'm going to go here and see what I can unlock. That loaded up. I was at first person mode. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, man. Yep. Yep. Coming from the old Mortal Kombat, this was very refreshing to have a crypt like this instead of just the mundane, like what you said and what we've been hopping on a little bit. Like walk up to something, pay the money, unlock the album. I mean the concept art. Go up to it, unlock this, the costume or whatever. Like you have to actually go. If you want to do more than one fatality, you're gonna have to go to this thing and you're gonna have to search for it and go through this adventure, which is really cool. I love it.
One little thing that's kind of off topic I thought I would mention is Goat Simulator and We Are Doomed are up on the store now.
Turtle, we are gonna talk about Goat Simulator in a little bit.
I know. I was just saying that for the viewers that it is live on the store for purchase now.
All right, we'll have to check that out
Back
then.
to Mortal Kombat though, because we don't have time for Goat Simulator right now.
Nice. What do Assassin and Clowns? What do you guys think of the crypt?
The crypt is nice, but it's irritated me a lot.
Why, dude?
There's a door. Okay, there's two doors that you have to spam A, and one of them's super easy. The other one is like destroying and that little titanium Mortal Kombat sign and test your might. I cannot open it.
Oh,
yeah.
I just cannot open it. Like I had to mute my mic because I'm like breathing or like pushing the button. It's not opening. And I'm like, crap.
Yeah, Chef. Have you given Test Your Might a try, Chef?
No, I haven't. But let me give you a tip. Is it amount of button pushes you have to do on your controller or something?
Yeah,
like
you
that?
have to
bash the hell out of the buttons.
Yeah.
Oh no! Why don't you take a lighter or a spoon and do that? I mean, I can only hit buttons so fast. My cousin has superhuman button pressing techniques and going back to fighting games where I had to beat him back in the day. I would literally just like take a teaspoon. But one thing I want to warn the viewers is they can damage your controller. So if you're going to do it, be aware that you might get that turbo speed on button pushing, but it could damage your controller using a lighter or a button running it across that controller. But if you need that turbo action, it'll give you that instant super controller right then.
I never thought of that, actually.
Oh, really? Well, you didn't play fighting games back in the day enough then.
Maybe I didn't want to break the controller or something.
Oh, believe me, many controllers broken. Many a button popped out. Oh my God! I just cut my A button out with my spoon. Hey, I got huge fat thumbs. They don't move fast. My cousin has like agile, narrow thumbs that are like perfect for these controllers, like ergonomically designed. No, my thumbs do not work for it.
Dude, for this test your might when you get near the top, it makes you can't just press A. You've got to like put your fingers in like a claw motion and press X, Y, B, and A at the same time, like bashing them.
Yeah,
I've done that one.
Dude, that's what you have to do. I mean, that is what you have to do.
I did that first try. I didn't even know what I was doing, and I just did it first try.
The first couple you can get away with hitting just A and E, but then like you get to those top two, you get to like that gold like dragon statue and the titanium symbol, and you gotta bash the hell out of all those buttons. Your hand looks like the weirdest thing. It looks like a hoof on like a goat or something. Like
I just put my thumb over all of them and just like push.
That's not gonna work though. Did you do it? Did you?
Yeah, I did it first try.
Symbol, the titanium symbol.
Oh no, not that one.
No,
I thought we were still talking about the other one where you push all four.
No, you didn't, dude. You didn't do the titanium symbol.
I haven't gotten that far.
Oh, okay.
Well, you don't want to get that far.
Yeah, it's really tough, man. It's really tough, but I did it after 33 tries.
You counted?
Yeah, dude. When you get to the top and it's over, because that's you go to the tower, the test your might tower, and the top one is that titanium symbol, and it tells you how many deaths you had, and I had 33 deaths.
I didn't know that. I thought you like literally just sat there and counted.
No, I got through all the other ones like perfectly fine to get to the top, and it took me 33 tries. I was going crazy with it.
Yep.
Just another fun aspect of MKX, gentlemen. Yeah. What else? What else about Mortal Kombat do we have here? Oh, Chef, did you see that arcade pad, that fight pad that Major Nelson's giving away on his blog?
No, what? I want it, man.
Go if you can real quick, go check it out. Like it reminds me of the old school Genesis 6-button controllers, if you remember those. I'm sure you do.
Dude, I might have to get one of those instead of a fight stick. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, so we got a picture on the broadcast right now. We have a picture of it. It's got XAYB obviously, and then LB and RB, and then the shoulder buttons are the triggers. So I mean, it just brings the LB RB to the front.
I was watching Major's awesome broadcast the other night when he was playing State of Decay, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I can't wait to play that at the end of the month again. So good." Oh yeah,
he was broadcasting that, right? He was giving some of that away.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. Yeah, dude. When does that come out? That comes out on the 26th or something?
27th.
Oh, 27th. Okay. I knew it was around there. Oh, dude. I saw that at PAX, man. I went to PAX East, and, dude, that looked gorgeous. I don't know if it was just the TVs, but it was so colorful. It blew the 360 version away. It really did. It looked so damn good.
From what I've heard from people that's played the game at like these press events and different conventions, everyone's saying that this version does look really good.
It's gorgeous, man. It was easily the best game that the Xbox booth had at PAX. Like they had Hardline, they had Halo 5, they had The Witcher, but it wasn't. I don't think it was playable. And State of Decay, and State of Decay blew them all away like easily. It was crazy how gorgeous that game is. Am I the only one here that did not play that in the 360? I mean, I saw it, but I didn't play it.
I didn't. I've never played it.
I never played it.
I loved it on the 360. It was amazing. I love arming like the certain characters I like with like sniper rifles and deciding who's going to live and who's going to die. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check it out. Is it digital only, or is it coming to disc? I wonder.
It's disc.
It is disc.
It's both.
Okay. All right. Sick. Yeah, that's definitely one I might have to pick up on disc so I can trade it in the future.
Well, I'll tell you about State of Decay is that I know that it was created by the creator who made Warcraft, and he made like a side company to make a zombie game that he'd always kind of dreamed about.
Oh, no
which
way.
was the State of Decay had huge backing on it. It was built by a very professional team. It was a game that he had designed where if he were like surviving in a zombie situation. I'm sorry I don't know his name offhand, guys. I'm like, Chef slap yourself. I never played Warcraft, but I do know this from my friend who like loves everything Warcraft. And State of Decay was made by the creators of that as a like love letter basically to zombie games, and it was his design for like if I was in a zombie apocalypse, how would I want to do it? So literally you walk around to certain characters and you might find a sniper rifle, and say one of the characters is like an ex-army vet specialist. You're going to give her the rifle. You're going to put her in the corner tower of your building. Now you might go out to help another survivor, like gather resources or go over to this point and explore a different part of town. And then she'll signal you, look, our compound's under attack, haul ass over there, so it's very intuitive. It's very clever. And I'm again looking forward to playing it once more.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna. Dude, there's just so many games. I'm just like my external is starting to almost be full. It's crazy, dude. I'm gonna have to get like a 5 terabyte external. It's official. I'm just getting so many games. I haven't even like put a dent into Borderlands. Jesus, man. Chef, last time we had you on the show, we were talking about a little bit about Borderlands. Did you play any of that at all? On the Xbox One?
And I have huge Borderland news for the prequel. It's pretty sad. Is if you guys didn't know, 2K Australia closed yesterday. I guess the sequel didn't meet the estimations of the shareholders, and word is they're going to scale back to work on 2K games closer to home. I'm pretty sure 2K's located, the headquarters is located here in California with me. If I'm not mistaken, it's up by Marion or one of the central California areas like Ojai. I'm sorry for not knowing that offhand again. God, Chef, you're ignorant tonight. But I hear they're tailoring a little back, and you know what? That's never a bad thing. BioShock's an amazing franchise, and you know what? Borderlands is an amazing franchise, and reworking and like reconsolidating what's going to work for those franchises. I really hope the best for 2K, because I loved BioShock personally, and I liked Borderlands. I thought both were great games.
Yeah, dude. The pre-sequel I was very down about, like back on the 360 and the stuff I had seen, and then it comes out for the Xbox One, and the more I played it, the more I loved it. That one I played more of on the Xbox One than Borderlands 2, but I mean they're both incredible games. I feel like I haven't played as much of them as I would have liked.
That's one thing I gotta say is that the Borderlands prequel, I mean, it's sad to hear what happened to the 2K Australia. And, initially as a huge Borderlands fan, when I first heard about the prequel, I didn't really, like it. When I first started playing it for the first 2 hours, I really didn't like it. But towards the middle of that game, it's really got a deep story.
Yeah,
if you keep going and you really get sucked into it. It's just a shame that it couldn't be linked from the beginning, because that thing could have did so much better. And I think a lot of people just stopped playing it before they even got to the good parts.
Yeah, dude, we gotta get back into that. We gotta get the team together. We gotta finish that thing off. All right, let's get back to. I feel like there were a few other things I wanted to talk about on Mortal Kombat. I wonder how much that arcade pad is. I probably should have looked that up before the show, but it's definitely less than $200. I'm gonna look it up right now. I bet you it's on Amazon. It doesn't have a joystick though, Chef. Is that gonna be a deal breaker?
Well, that's the thing that was for me was kind of exciting was the joystick, but I mean 6 buttons on a control pad without having to go to the. But see, I'm used to the triggers. For me, what I like about the fight stick, the big control pad, is having that space. Having a little bit, not having my hands. At 36, I'm actually starting to see like arthritis. I was talking about it today in my broadcast. My mom, when I was a kid, was saying, "Oh, Chef, or not Chef, oh son, I have like we're working in the garden, and she's massaging her hand, and I'm like, Mom, what's wrong? And she's like, well, I have arthritis." And as a kid, you don't understand it. Now, when I'm trying to work this control pad and fight a 14-year-old Chinese boy who's had 15 energy drinks, I'm feeling arthritis in my hand anymore. I'm like, my finger don't move as fast. So I'm just wondering if it might be easier on just my overall body's ergonomics, or just like body's just health, to just use the fights pad, the big pad, and build myself like a little, like basically like I would tilt a platform back, so I'd have that like arcade where it's tilted back, feel.
Right. Yeah. No, it definitely makes sense, and it's way bigger, no question about it. And it's actually not much more expensive. Like right now on Amazon, they're sold out, obviously, but like people are price gouging like crazy. Like the cheapest you can get one is $98 for the pad. So I mean, for double the price, I'd say the arcade stick is the way to go. I mean, it looks way cooler. It looks like it's better made. I mean, it's old school arcade button style and joystick, and it's badass. It's just badass.
Agreed.
So we haven't talked characters. What are you favorite characters?
Great point. What about the new characters, Cassie Cage and Jakira Briggs, and I mean, like so many amazing, just whoa! But whoa, a lot of people are like upset because like standards from the old games, like Baraka or say Sector, the ninjas, the robot ninjas, they're not in
those
there.
Guys, where's Cyrax, man? I wanted Cyrax. I wanted to throw that net. Come on now. Where's Smoke even? Smoke in any
Good
form,
question.
the Lin Kuei form or the robot form, either one.
Do you think they could add characters? That's a question I've been kind of wondering. Like, I mean, I know that they're bringing Predator and Jason, but do you think they could add like a giant throwback pack and bring in the classic ninjas like Noob Sabat? Noob Sabat was my favorite character of them all, the Shadow Ninja, man. When he throws his shadow guy at the guys that just sacks them, it's such a cheap maneuver. I love that. Jumping back, you jump kick him, then you jump backwards, but you're already setting up that move as you're flying through the air. So as soon as you land, your shadow form flies out of you and knocks him back down for that again. What was that called? California Soul with a little arcade cheese, Big Willie style.
Yeah, man. I mean,
you know what? Hold on. Pause. That should be the name of your gamer dish right there. I just had to say it. That was awesome.
Arcade cheese? I kind of like that, dude. Arcade cheese with the California Soul, baby.
There you go.
Food truck, arcade cheese. God damn it, now they're going to steal my food truck. Son of a bitch!
Don't steal his
gamers,
idea.
I just want to see arcade cheese driving around. It's worth it. Go ahead, go big. I want to see 10 arcade cheese trucks out there. Hey, if you guys need suggestions on how to make cheese from scratch, bring me in as a consultant, and then the wheel goes full circle. Woohoo!
There we go. You need some arcade cheese. You need to make it. Chef's your guy.
There you go. I love to make my own mozzarella. Oh yeah.
Isn't that a process though? Making your own mozzarella? Really?
No. Everything in any kind of culinary art begins just with cleanliness. So it could seem like, whoa, that's such a process, but really not at all. You're using 4 simple ingredients and bringing an acid like a lactic acid to bear to start that curding factor, and then you're just going to skim it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was reading stream. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. You're going to skim it. But no, you're just going to skim it. And you know what's interesting? When you do that first skimming form on the basic mozzarella, what you actually skim out of there, that process, that extra way, that's actually ricotta cheese. That's the simplest cheese to make. A lot of people don't know that, but ricotta cheese is just the byproduct from making simple mozzarella. The mozzarella, you're going to pull out of that into balls. What? I'm going to pull my mozzarella balls? Yes, you are. Don't get perverted, gamers.
Yeah.
It's a culinary term. It's a culinary term. Woo!
Oh my god. I don't know how we got to mozzarella
Now, if you're going to get into complex, well, Well, see, mozzarella and ricotta cheeses are two simple cheeses to make. If you're going to get into like aging cheese, it's a much more complex process. And I think that's what you're thinking about. Like maybe a wheel of Parmesan, something that's got to be set to a perfect humidity and temperature so that you're not like, hey, look at this rotten bowl of mush I've made filled with maggots. But you know what? In Sardinia, if it's populated by the right fly, they actually call that crawling cheese. I've never tried it, but I will try it. I will fly to Sardinia. It's illegal here in America, but I will try that. Give me that cheese filled with the maggots because I am a professional chef. Anthony Bourdain, Andrew Zimmerman are my heroes. I've seen them both eat it. I want to eat the crawling cheese. Whoa, chef.
I'm gonna have to just take your word for it. I'm gonna have to drop by your stream and hear you tell us about that because damn, I will not get my mouth on that at all.
No,
that's what I'm here for,
turtle.
gamers.
Is that something you guys would eat? You know what? We should do a donation stream and have Turtle eat that. Will you donate if Turtle eats that? That's a great.
We can't get crawling cheese in America. They don't allow it because it's cheese that they let maggots crawl through. So unfortunately, but you can get it in Sardinia. Sardinia. Hey, let's send Turtle. Wait. Who's sending to Sardinia? Somebody's going to Sardinia. Yeah.
Turtle. Yeah.
Congratulations, Turtle. Woo.
No.
Oh my god. Alright, is there anything else about Mortal Kombat? We didn't even say about the characters. What favorite characters from everybody other than... No, Chef, you didn't even say your favorite character.
Oh, favorite character for me, real quick, definitely of the new characters, Cassie Cage. Give me that ball break, watch their... Every time I do it, I cross my legs, oh! And then just her overall spunkiness and the storyline, how she's tied in between Sonya and Johnny, flawless. Boys, what are your favorites?
Anyone? Assassin? Favorite?
Cassie Cage.
No, clowns. Are you serious? Cassie Cage is your favorite too?
Yep.
Wow. Alright, Turtle, Assassin, what are your favorites?
It has to be Scorpion, Sub-Zero.
Wow, what a lame-o.
I just like hearing "Get over here."
Yeah. I don't really have like a specific favorite, but there are like three main characters that I go to, and those are Reptile, Ermac, and Katana.
Wow, dude, Ermac is so... I don't want to say OP because no one really uses him online that I've seen, but he is really powerful, man.
Oh, he's way used online, and a lot of people are saying that he's.
Oh, really? I haven't seen him at all.
Oh yeah, no, real remember when I was talking about that real skilled warrior, the guy that like knows how to just dominate with the game? Well, I had a friend one-on-one me earlier, and he was using his Ermac. He's got 53 wins, 4 losses, and it wasn't even fun. I mean, I was like, this is not even fun. Like, he's hitting me in the air, catching me before I land, teleported through the sky, hitting me, juggling me with 3 fireballs, starting the whole process before I can land again. It reminded me of fighting a pro back in the day of the arcade. Yeah, I'm seeing... But any character, again, could be like that. You know, another new character that I'm really loving, guys, if I had a twin favorite, would be Aaron Black, the Marksman. Now, he's a gunslinger, and again, he's fighting, like, Deathlock from, like, Injustice. I'm using them right now, and it's like using your rifle, using your gunslinger abilities. Just super cool. Great addition.
Agreed. I would have to say if going old school, I mean Sub-Zero. I mean, there's no going wrong with him. But for new characters, I'd have to say my favorite for sure would be Takeda, the one with the chain whips or whatever. The Lin Kui newbie, if you will. And I'm starting to get into Kung Jin a little bit. I mean, his reach on that staff or whatever is very long, and I feel like for online play, you're gonna get some really, unsuspecting people when you can swing that huge staff and hit them like halfway across the screen. So,
one thing I've noticed is of all the characters, I think that they need to patch Raiden to make him a little less powerful.
Oh my gosh! I tweeted Ed Boon about that. I'm like,
I was even playing a tower earlier against AI, and I had to skip the fight after like 5 or 6 attempts. Like it was I just don't like his AI. Too powerful.
No,
what fight mode was he using? Was he using like Thunder God, or was because I want to use it? I've been loving Raiden, dude. He's been, if you know Raiden, like again, Raiden's one of those characters that's great for preloading moves. What do you mean preloading moves, Chef? Well, you might jump forward with like your strong Y punch, but while that Y punch is in the air, you're pushing backwards and then getting ready to push forward Y and load, or forward A and load his where he just launches him across the map.
Yep.
Again, setting that up into a leg sweep or a lightning strike. And if you know him, yeah, that's a character that's I've like when I was broadcasting him earlier, people were like, "You're a badass!" Every time I was being called a badass, I was playing Raiden because I was like, well, I was looking at the camera while I was exploding people's heads with him. He's that fucking awesome.
Yeah,
he's my friend.
It's all good. I mean, he really is. He is so powerful in this game, and I mean, Mortal Kombat diehards are going to say rightfully so. Like, if you're a follower of the series, you're going to say Raiden, he's a god. Like, he's, he should be that powerful. But, I mean, I'm seeing guys in these king rooms going 35 straight wins, like 36 wins. And it's like, come on, man. Like, switch damn character. You know what I mean?
There's one attack that he has where he just, like, flies through the air hitting you with this fist. Like, that... Right. That ability seems like it needs like a recharge rate. Like people online just like spam that constantly where you can't even get up.
Oh, Turtle, you're too young to know back in the arcades with Raiden with that move. I mean, people used to try to spam that move over and over and over again. I mean, back in the day, it was a little bit easier, I feel, to block that. And then when you did block that move, Chef and Clowns will probably remember this. If you did block that move in the old games, he would kind of like spin up in the air for like a half second, so you can easily get that uppercut on him. Not really so in this game. I feel like it's harder to get the uppercut on him if you block that.
So, you know who I've had? Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead. I was done. Go ahead.
I've had great results countering Raiden, just for you guys to know. Use Liu Kang. The ability to go forward fireball middle, forward fireball low with A. So you're going forward fireball with X and forward fireball low with A, just to catch him up in that. Then doing like the dragon kick and different maneuvers like that where you're flying at him and stuff. Liu Kang is Raiden. Liu Kang in the right form, like the right combat mode, especially with Flame Fist, can be just devastating to people that want to use Raiden. Because when you do pull that block and you kick your Flame Fist on and you pull just a simple combo with Liu Kang, you're taking a quarter of his health off every time. And then having the dragon kick so that if he tries to pull back to cock up that, you're already coming straight at him with your dragon kick, or launching, again, that fireball sequence of high-low. Plus, Liu Kang can throw a fireball in the air, so you can literally cover all three spectrums of his positional attack. Again, Mortal Kombat's that advanced of a game. It's going to be a fighting game where you're going to have to daily watch the tactics change and adjust to them. But I agree, some people are going to be using initial moves off characters to exploit massive wins. It's going to happen.
Right.
Especially Chef with his California cheese, jump kick, uppercut, jump kick, uppercut, jump kick, uppercut, jump. But the one thing I won't ever do is disconnect. I at least take my losses like a man.
That's right. And if you don't in this game, you get the quitality. Have you seen that at all, Chef?
No, I don't have that achievement yet. Awesome, dude. That's awesome. Yeah. Is it an achievement? Because that's what it should be.
No, if you're playing online and somebody quits on you, instead of it just disconnecting and everyone just is in limbo, it finishes the match and their player's head just explodes. Like, no matter where they are, if they quit, they're midair, their head just explodes.
That's flawless, dude. Yeah, perfect.
And then it says, like, whoever you are, like, say you're Sub-Zero, say Sub-Zero wins, quitality. So, it's actually really cool. I've only seen it once so far, but people still try to do that quit, but they'll get the L. So I mean, you're still gonna take that L.
Awesome. That's so awesome. That's the best thing ever. I can't wait to see that.
So far, one of my favorite things to see is on one of the stages that you can fight on, you can throw an old lady at your opponent.
Oh yeah, the interactive backgrounds, dude.
That's
Very
an achievement
thoughtful.
too.
I know.
If you hit your opponent, you get a 25-point achievement for doing that. I was laughing, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, man. I mean, this stuff for everyone in this game. I mean, for me right now, it's easily like a 9 out of 10. And it could get to that 10 out of 10 level, depending on how many hours I get out of it, and we'll see about this DLC and everything. But it's up there for me right now. What do you guys think for scores to just lead us out of this Mortal Kombat topic here?
I'd say like 7.5 for me.
You're brutal, Turtle. Brutal.
Yeah, 9 out of 10.
Yeah, right?
Easy.
I mean, dude, I think right now it's the preeminent fighter, bar none. I mean, respect to Killer Instinct. They had the crown for a while, but I mean, Killer Instinct for its reasons is still an awesome fighter, but I think this one's got to beat at this point.
For me personally, I got to give it that, 9.5, 9.8, right there under 10. I would say 10 if I didn't hear reports of sadness in multiplayer from people saying they were having some latency issues. If it was like there was no latency issues at all, like a utopia, and utopia doesn't exist, hence the word utopia. But, I'm still saying it means nowhere. But I mean, like, I give it a 9.5, a 9.8. It gives me that arcade feel. It's brought in new characters. It has a perfect story. It has intuitive modes, a persistent online campaign. So not just am I invested in my own success, but now I want to see my clan succeed on there. So it's literally involving you in that, I'm part of something bigger from the beginning and worldwide with unique fatalities for that. Interesting to see the characters and the DLC plan for the game. Like I say with a lot of games, it's going to be what they put into it. So if they support the hell out of it, bring back a lot of ninjas, different characters, there you go.
And,
so yeah, 9.5.
Last but not least, Assassin, what do you think?
I'll probably be giving it an 8.
Brutal. No, I'm kidding. I mean, everyone's got their opinions. Why an 8?
Well, I disliked the story. It was okay. It wasn't great. It'd probably be one of the worst stories I play this year.
Oh my god, you're brutal. You're brutal. It's a fighting game. That's why.
But I gotta say, if I didn't watch your show or Twitch stream, Chef, I probably would have gave up on the game after the story.
Well, thanks, man. I take that as the highest compliment. Thank you, sir. And yeah, everybody's entitled to how they feel about games. That's why, as gamers, some people will be like, bro, I only play Madden, or, that doesn't speak to me. And whatever speaks to you and whatever you enjoy, that's what you should play. That's why they're called games. It's all about fun time.
That's right, man.
So there's never nothing wrong in not just being like, oh, that's the greatest game ever,
Yeah, so, I mean, at least we're all positive on MKX. We can all agree it is a positive step in the fighting genre direction. So, if you haven't gotten it yet, gamers, I would say get it. I mean, if you're even at all a fighting fan in any way, shape, or form, I'd say get it. It's just very good. Very, very good. But we have to move on. We only have like 10 more minutes, and we've got just a couple more things that I want to talk about that weren't MKX. One of them being a Battlefront reveal, Star Wars Battlefront. They're going to have that reveal tomorrow, 10:30 Pacific time, Chef. It's going to cut into your stream, I think.
Yep.
They're gonna bounce for about 2 minutes, I think, Chef.
I leave. My stream ends at 10 o'clock, guys. Usually, that's the usual end of my stream. No problem. I'm done.
So
I'm out.
I'll
be watching it. I'll be watching that thing with everybody.
Dude, you can almost catch it live. It's right in your backyard. It's gonna be in Anaheim, California.
Absolutely. My friend Bumper's actually going. M1 Bumper is actually on his way over there, as far as I know.
Oh, is he really? That's awesome.
That's what I heard. That's
awesome.
what I heard.
Yeah, but Battlefront's gonna get a new reveal. So I mean, I'm definitely gonna go check this out. That stream is gonna have so many damn viewers. I don't even know how Twitch is gonna handle it. But if they do, kudos to them. I mean, I can't even trash talk them ever again about connectivity issues if they handle the volume of people that are going to be connecting to that stream.
There's one thing I want to say about the Star Wars.
Yeah.
Now, is it me, or do the clones or stormtroopers look like they're smiling? I mean, I even got a picture here. Like, look, they're like smiling here.
They do. They look like they're smiling. They definitely do. If you watch the new trailer for the new movie that came out today. Was that today, Assassin, or yesterday?
Yeah, it came out right at the end of the...
Today, the trailer... the trailer for the new movie came out today. They look like they're definitely smiling. I mean, stormtroopers do not smile, everyone.
So, do you think that's Disney's influence? Or like, are
Yeah,
they going to
nice.
be like,
Definitely
hello, kids, it's me, Stormtrooper Timmy. I mean, I've been worried about that from the beginning.
Awesome.
Please say it ain't so. I mean, Disney, I love you. Don't send Mickey from Valhalla over to flame my ass. Mickey, no,
well, supposedly they're supposed to put Mickey Mouse somewhere in the movie.
no.
No way. Are you
Like,
serious?
are you talking about one of those?
Serious.
Are you talking about one of those
Come
hidden
on,
Mickey
man.
things?
Well, like he's just going to be there in the movie, some way, shape, or form. He's going to be in there in the movie.
Come on.
It's
Probably
Disney being
like-
Disney.
Probably like a wall decoration or something. I don't know, like a little statue on a shelf.
Probably it's something.
Well, when the movie comes out, I'm sure we'll kind of break character here on the show, and we'll talk a little bit about the movie because we're all Star Wars fans here. And
You know, I even got
I
Darth
can't
Vader
wait
mask.
till it's Mickey the Jedi. He comes out with Jar Jar Binks. They're holding each other arm in arm. Oh, kids! Oh, use the Force and go to Disneyland. Wazoo, Goofy! You're dead. Ah, you went to the dark side.
wow.
By the way, Inferno, what you said, all of us are Star Wars fans. I gotta say, I'm not a Star Wars fan.
Oh, you're not a Star Wars fan? I thought
Get
you
out
were,
of here,
Terrell.
Terrell. Just go.
Star Wars.
Oh,
Turtle's too young, Chef.
Yeah,
He's
he's
gone
too-
to the
Hey,
dark
I have
side.
I have all of the movies. Okay,
So then how are you not a fan?
I don't watch the movies.
Oh, you gotta watch them. You gotta give them another chance now that you're older and wiser.
Ba, 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 ba.
Chef, I still
hear
got
the dark
the-
side.
I still got the original VHS tape.
Same. Yep. Same.
Oh, beta, guys, I got it on beta.
Betamax?
Woo!
No.
Oh, wow. That was a West Coast thing, huh?
Yep. Yep. Hail.
West
All
Coast.
hail. Betamax.
Yes, sir. Beta.
All right, next topic, real quick, and then we gotta get out of here. So tomorrow, I mean, it's out right now, according to Assassin. Goat Simulator.
It is.
for Xbox
It's out.
One. It's out right now, so you can go pick it up.
$9
It's
dashboard.
$9. We actually got a preview. What do you call it? Media copy of it, press copy of Goat Simulator. So Clowns has been getting a little bit of experience with the game, and we'll have a review up on our site, 4GwQPodcast.com, of Goat Simulator for the Xbox One. And we've got a video here. Clowns, tell us. There's no sound to the video, so there shouldn't be. Is there? No.
Okay, unless you edit the sound out, but yeah.
Yeah, it is
there's-
the sound of it.
Okay. So wandering around as a goat is, it's a lot of hard work. It's not easy to do. You're a furry little creature. Nobody really wants you around. You just stab people with your horns and just keep on moving, licking stuff. And you come across arcade machines. And what are on those arcade machines at the carnival? Oh, yep. 3
Flappy
games.
Bird? Flappy Goat? What are they calling it?
Yep. The first one is actually Snake, which I skipped because I wasn't good at it. Then a box game, which he wasn't good at. The goat just was not good at that game. I tried, but he wasn't good, Chef. I swear it was the goat, not me. So
Aw, you can do it.
I moved over to a game called Flappy Goat. And I epically failed after about 10 seconds of frustration.
Yeah, dude, that did look like an epic fail. But Flappy Bird is in everything, and even in Goat Simulator, I guess being a goat entails playing Flappy Bird somehow, and wearing a dead mouse hat, which it looks like you're wearing. I mean, this game's nuts, dude. This game's absolutely nuts. I'll probably be buying it though. But Clowns, you'll be checking it out and doing a review for us, I think.
Oh, absolutely. And also look for video that Assassin and I are going to make as 2 goats mocking a little bit of eHarmony. They'll find each other and lick each other and become friends.
Excellent. Yeah. So look out for that. We'll get Chef to share that for us. Chef is the Xbox video sharing and making aficionado here.
Happy to do it. Anytime for the community.
So Goat Simulator out now. Check it out if you're into that kind of thing. Sadly, I probably will be picking it up, even though I've never played it before. But I mean, come on, it's Goat Simulator.
I have it on PC, and it is the most random game I believe I've ever played.
You gotta pick it up again, Terrell, on the Xbox One.
Yeah,
There is
definitely.
multiplayer. Yeah, there you go. I knew it. I knew it. You look like you play Goat Simulator.
Chef, what do you think? Are you going to be picking up Goat Simulator?
Well, that's a good question. Well, running the Fight Club right now for Mortal Kombat, I don't think I'm going to have the time to initially, but I might check it out like this weekend or something like that.
Nice.
But definitely the next couple days, I'm going to be doing symposiums on like brutalities, fatalities, overall character strategies, like who I'd go into multiplayer with, finishing the campaign, unlocking Chinook, and yeah, again, just like searching out the crypt. Definitely, though, Goat Simulator, from what I've heard from you guys and several other people, it's one not to miss, and I always love those unique gaming experiences. So, man, sign me up.
and if you're in Chef's channel, donate so he can get
no, you
Goat
don't have
Simulator.
to donate, but if you guys would like to just tune in, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Man.
But make sure, guys, tune into the 4Guys with Quarters. This podcast is awesome. Woohoo!
Well, oh, wow. I can't believe we even talked about Goat Simulator tonight. This is just nuts. This show just goes anywhere, especially when Chef's on. The show will go anywhere.
Super happy to be here.
All right, we'll get out of here on this. I was gonna talk a little bit about Tower of Guns. This game, it was like the only new release other than Mortal Kombat that came out last week, but I don't think any of us really have experience with it. And
I didn't
I
play it.
have.
Oh, you've got it, Turtle?
Yeah,
I got it for the PS4
it was-
and PS Plus.
That's how I got it. It's
Oh, okay.
free on PS Plus right now. And I've got about maybe an hour of gameplay on it, and I have to say, if you played Ziggurat on the Xbox, it is a lot like that with randomly generated levels.
Yeah, but Ziggurat looks so much better, and it plays
It
so
is.
much better.
It is. Like, they're both, like, very similar, but I would say out of the two, Ziggurat is the better game.
Okay, so that's the take-home message. That came out last Friday. It's $14.99. From what I've played on the PS4, I'm glad that I got it for free over there. But I mean, to each their own. If you like the randomly generated level kind of thing, you'll probably like how quirky this is. But kudos to this developer for making this pretty much by himself. I mean, it was pretty much a one-man team. And you know, it's not that it's bad. It's just that right now there's just so much other stuff occupying me that like there's nothing that brings me over to this game right now. So that's just the situation for me. It's not that it's terrible. It's just not.
I mean, if I didn't already have Ziggurat on the Xbox, I would definitely be willing to pay maybe $10 for
Exactly.
Tower of Guns.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, check it out. Watch some streams. Watch some videos. It may be a kind of thing. But we'll end the show just really quick.
Wait.
Deals. Oh,
I
what?
don't
Sorry,
want that.
Jeff. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Well,
All right,
you can
sorry.
go on with deals, but after that, then I got some news.
All right, we got to just do this really quick because Chef's got to get out of here. Deals with gold this week. Metro Redux, and the bundle along with the individual games are all discounted pretty heavily, 40 to 50%. NHL 15 is discounted to $30. That's 50% off. Evil Within, 50% off as well, $30. And Defense Grid 2 is surprisingly 75% off for $6.25. Anything to say about these guys at all?
Evil Within's an amazing game. It's definitely a mature rated game, but if you're into like just sheer terror, I haven't played a scarier game other than maybe Slender or Outlast, where you're just feeling like, whoa, everything's trying to eat my face at once. But Evil Within puts it in that nice, pretty package, and also gives you that, where you can combat play. You have bombs, you have guns, so you're able to fight back in that, and I do enjoy that game.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people trash Evil Within. You know, the graphics are not the greatest, but I mean, for me, from what I've played of it, I've enjoyed it. I mean, I don't think it's as bad as people say, and I know it went kind of bargain bin price around, Black Friday. I got it for $20 or under $20 back on Black Friday, but I mean, for $30, I think it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like a super short game, so I mean, if you're into horror, like Chef said, I mean, I think that's definitely worth it. I think that's probably for a unique. I mean, it's the best unique deal on this list. I think, for a unique game. I mean, Metro Redux is a redo.
Amazing
Remaster.
too, though.
It is
Amazing
very
game,
good,
though.
Yeah.
Amazing game.
So the deals aren't too bad this week. I don't think. Turtle or Clowns got anything to say about them?
No.
Assassin, what do you got to say about this?
I'm gonna try to see if I can find a way to pick up the Metro because it's a very good deal.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I feel like I got those prices wrong. I think the price that I put up there for the Redux bundle is supposed to be swapped with 2033, but you guys get the point. Assassin, what were you going to say, just to take us out?
The Witcher 3 is now be able to pre-download on the Xbox, and it's
nice.
actually on sale.
Oh, really?
All right. Great news.
How much is that?
Normal game is $53.99. Then they have here. It's loading real quick. I'll give you a price. Witcher 3 with the expansion pass. It's normally $85. It's $76.
Oh, nice.
I'll admit,
That's great.
Isn't The Witcher? I could be wrong. Isn't it? No, it's not published by EA, is it?
No.
Okay,
CG Projekt.
I was just wondering.
It's Red.
Because when he said $53.99, that's usually like the EA access prices.
Yeah, no.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's not that. So
No,
yeah,
it's called Red.
CD Projekt Red.
CD Projekt Red. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. I remember now.
So yeah. So that's our show. We gotta get out of here because Chef's gonna get out of here, and we talked a lot of Mortal Kombat. Thank you, Chef, for coming by. As always,
Anytime.
We love having
you guys
you
are
on the show,
amazing.
man.
It's awesome. ZP Assassin, Turtles, Italian Clowns, guys, everybody here. The 4 Guys with Quarters. This is where I'm going to come monthly to just chat with friends and talk about games. If you guys would like to have me, I'd be honored to come.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'd love to work you in.
I'd love to also see, lots of my other friends like Crypto9095, Miss Sweet Pea, definitely I'm Marvelous or Rico Statue 423. Guys, these guys are great. You know what? It's just been a pleasant afternoon for me, and you guys should experience the same thing and hang out with these guys. Definitely.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
Chef.
much. Thank you.
Thanks.
Anytime, guys. You're amazing. Keep it up. Keep up that great work. Keep working that community and letting the gamers know, man. That's what it's about. Let them know. Working for the community.
All right, well, find us on all of our social networks. We're on Facebook, 4 Guys with Quarters. Just search for us on there. Twitter, we're at 4GwQPodcast. So find us on there. Please follow us. You'll find out more accurate times and other stuff that we're doing for our show. Go to our website, 4guyswithquarters.com. Check out all our interviews that we've done, all of our articles and reviews that we've done. Honest, unique reviews. No sugar-coated, paid off reviews or anything like that. This is honest, average guy reviews. So come check them out. And if you miss a show, we are archived on YouTube. 4 Guys with Quarters is our handle on there. And on iTunes, Pocket Cast, Spreaker. What am I leaving out? TuneIn Radio. What else are we on, Clowns? Pretty much it?
By now, just search for us on Google, and there's so many sites that have us linked in, so
you'll find us.
we're out there. Yep.
All right, man.
Awesome.
So that's the end of the show. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys later. Peace.
Hey.
Bye.